Hi, my name is Lindsay, and I'm here for Give Green Yoga at Tulane University. I want to start by thanking our yogi model, Jenna, who is joining us to help demonstrate the poses. This will be a very slow flow, and the purpose of this practice is to really give us an opportunity to pause from our daily schedules and to really connect to the Tulane community. While we can't be together right now, we are virtually all over the country and maybe even the world joining together to do this practice. I know that when I pause and think about Tulane, I become really grateful for all the experiences that the university has given to me. And so today, let this be about just slowing down, taking a moment to feel a sense of gratitude for the university, as well as connecting to a sense of community, this community that really has so much power when we come together. Speaking of taking a pause, let's find a comfortable seat. You can also find a comfortable place to lie down if taking a seat is not comfortable for you. And as you arrive here, go ahead and pull the shoulders up to the ears and then relax them back and down. Let the spine grow long if you're in that seated position, maybe imagining the top of your head is reaching up towards the ceiling. You can turn the gaze down at the floor about a foot in front of you, or if it feels comfortable, you may even flutter the eyes closed. Take a breath that is conscious, noticing the dance of sensations that come alive as you tune into your breath. Without trying to control the breath, just let your body breathe. Feeling into the body, you may gently scan and become aware of where you feel the breath most prominently right now. Maybe it's in your belly, in your chest, or maybe at the tip of your nose. There's no wrong way to feel the breath. Just do your best to connect with it. Letting the breath be your anchor to help keep you present during this pause so that you can feel the connection and the gratitude fully arriving here for your practice. Take a moment to give yourself full permission to be here. In the spirit of community, we'll begin our practice with 3 community breaths, just bringing some volume and a little bit more depth to these breaths. We'll begin by inhaling through the nose, part the lips, and exhale out of the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhaling, let it go. Breath in, breath out. Very slowly, begin to lift your gaze or flutter the eyes open. Again, pull the shoulders up to the ears and then relax them back and down. Turn the gaze over the right shoulder and then slowly turn the gaze over the left. And continue to do that side to side. As the gaze floats through center, look up towards the ceiling and then back down at the ground. Just shaking your head, yes. Taking a moment to spend an extra breath in any areas of the neck that feel a little tight. As the gaze comes through center, draw circles with the nose, opening the neck a little bit further, turning your nose circles to the right to begin. And then switch directions. Noticing the sensations in the body that arise as the neck opens. And then bring stillness to the head as you turn the gaze forward. Start to bend at the hips as you lower the torso down towards the ground, and then swing the torso over to the left and then behind you, drawing circles with the upper body. Your hands can stay on your knees to help create a little bit of leverage. Nice. And then go ahead and switch directions with these, drawing these circles as big as your torso has space. Doing your best to keep the sit bones evenly grounded into the earth. Begin to make these circles a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller until they're just little micro movements, and then you come to stillness. Full breath here. Coming into all fours, dive the hands forward, bringing the shoulders right over the wrists here. Beautiful. Hips are over the knees. The neck stays long. Take an inhale as you come into what we call cow pose. So the belly drops down towards the earth, the tailbone reaches towards the sky, and the gaze looks forward. Take a full round of breath, just feeling the spine get a little fluid here. Nice. And then exhaling, arch through the spine in the opposite direction. Go ahead and tuck the chin here and hang out here for a few breaths. Press down evenly through your finger pads so that there's some relief in the wrist here. You can always place books underneath your hands. And then continue these cat-cow rolls on your breath. Moving with the spine, syncing movement and breath. Inhaling, coming into that cow pose. Exhale into cat, arching through the spine, shoulder blades pull away from one another. Doing a few more rounds like this. Noticing where the mind is drifting and remembering your full permission to be here, present. Nice. Go ahead and finish that cycle, and then we'll all meet through a flat back and all fours. Nice. Go ahead and tuck the right toes and drag the heel behind you so that you should feel a brightening and a stretching in that back right calf. The neck stays long. And there's a micro bend in the elbows to prevent any hyperextension. Nice. You're welcome to keep that right foot on the ground, or maybe it lifts a couple inches off of the ground, turning on the core here. One more full breath. And then bend that right knee, bring it right underneath the hip. And then when you're ready, tuck the left toes and extend that left leg long, stretching the heel behind you. Feel the brightness in the back of the left leg. Jenna's doing a great job keeping her upper back puffing. There's sometimes a tendency to kind of collapse down. And we're going to keep the shoulders strong, keep the arms strong. If you want to float the left toes off of the ground and hold it there for a bit, you're welcome to do so. Releasing the toes back on the ground, bend that knee, come back to all fours. Sway the hips side to side, just integrating this movement into the body. As you come through center, go ahead and bring your hands as wide as your towel or your yoga mat. Tuck the toes here, and then send the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Arriving here in this downward facing dog, let's pedal out the feet deep, bend deeply through the left knee, sending the right heel down to the ground. And then do this on the opposite leg, bending deeply here. You're going to energetically hug those upper arm bones together to hold you firmly here. And again, you're rooting down evenly through your fingerprints. Tailbone is reaching up towards the sky. Spend 3 more breaths, just arriving in your down dog, warming up the body. As you feel even in both legs, go ahead and send the heels down to the ground, even if that means bending the knees a little bit here. Yeah. Take a breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, begin to walk the hands back towards the toes. Feet evenly root down to the earth. Coming into a forward fold, the feet are stacked underneath the hips. And go ahead and grab opposite elbows here. Take a deep bend in the knees, so much so that you could rest the rib cage on the thighs. Yeah, and then just sway side to side. Let your neck completely go. Grounding in to what you may feel grateful for right now. Let your fingertips sweep down towards the earth. Take an inhale, lift halfway up, coming through a flat back. The hands can come up to the shins. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, circle sweep the fingers up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the palms together, bringing them down between the shoulders. Again, pull the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them back and down, feeling a lengthening in the spine, a grounding in the feet, gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, circle sweep the fingers up towards the sky. Reach up as you relax the shoulders. Release the right hand down by your side. Reach up and over to your right with your left fingertips. Relax the left shoulder. Keep that neck long. And then inhale, come through center. Exhale, left hand comes down by the side. Right fingertips reach up and over. Breathing 360 degrees into your rib cage here. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, release the right hand. Take it over to the left. Inhaling center. Exhale over to the right. Again, syncing your movement with your flow here, just moving side to side, opening up along the side bodies. Nice. Once you feel even on both sides, reach up through the fingertips And then on an out breath, swan dive down, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Gaze looks forward. Exhale, let it go. Fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the fingers up towards the sky. Draw the hands together and then down towards the chest. We'll do 2 more half sun salutations like that. Inhale, fingertips sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale through a flat back, lifting the heart forward and up. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Palms draw together and down. Last one. Inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, make space. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Breath in. Breath out. Beautiful. Go ahead and come to the top of your space. Place your hands on your hips and step that left foot behind you and point the toes towards me. Bend deeply through the right knee. If you're familiar with yoga, we're coming into warrior two. Nice. The hips are over the shoulders, and you can see the big toe over that bent right knee. You can keep your hands right on your hips or open the arms into a T with the palms turning up. Nice. Spine grows long and root down to the left pinky toe side of the foot. Warming up our inner thighs, warming up our legs, we're going to fly our warrior. So in an inhale, raise the fingertips up towards the sky, straighten the right leg, point the toes towards me. And then exhale, bend the left knee and open up warrior two in the opposite direction as you open your hands. They can even come full circle down towards the ground. Inhale, fingertips rise, point the toes towards me. Exhale, warrior two in the opposite direction. Now syncing movement with breath, do a few more rounds of these. Inhaling to rise through center. The exhale takes you into warrior two in the opposite direction. Feeling into all the physical sensations that arise. And knowing that while you may be doing this flying warrior alone, there are Tulanians all across the country joining you in this movement, coming together on this special day. Next time you come to warrior two with the left knee bent, open those arms into a T position, palms turning up, shoulders relaxing, gaze over the left fingertips and breathe. Draw your hands down towards your hips. Shift your weight in your left leg and spring the right foot forward, stepping to the top of your space. Hands release down. Inhale, fingertips sweep up towards the sky. Go ahead and grab that right forearm and stretch up and over to your left. Shoulder blades relax down, chest lifts here. You're welcome to stay right here, or maybe you shift your weight to your right leg and let the left toes point over towards the left. Maybe that left foot flexes and the foot comes off of the ground, trusting your own strength here. Receive an inhale. Release the left foot. Rise up through center. Open the arms. Lift the heart. And then grab the left forearm and stretch up and over towards your right. Staying here or shifting the weight to the left leg as you open the right leg over to the right, either with a flexed foot or the toes on the ground. Chest lifting, shoulders stay open, neck is long, beautiful. And then inhale, come through center, release the leg, release the arms side to side, and then just gently twist, feeling any release in the low back. You can gently shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Great. Now, go ahead and find a spot on the floor or on the wall in front of you to help hold your concentration. Bring your hands to your hips and holding that point of concentration, shift your weight to your right leg. Coming into tree pose, go ahead and bring the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right calf. That left knee is pointing out, and the sole of the right foot is evenly grounded. You may feel yourself sway side to side, and that's perfectly normal. You can keep your hands on your hips. You may feel inspired to bring the hands drawing together in front of your chest. Or if you're feeling a little bit more balanced today, go ahead and reach the fingertips up towards the sky for this full expression of tree. You may even envision one of your favorite trees from campus, uptown or downtown, and just feel the strength of that tree in your body right now. One more breath wherever you are. And then coming out of it the way we came in, draw the hands down to the hips and then release the left foot down to the earth and shake out the legs once again, shake out the arms. Find your point of concentration. Shift your weight over to your left leg as you draw your hands to your hips. Let the right foot float up and come to the inside of the left calf. That right knee opens towards the right. Hips stay squaring towards the camera or your monitor. Beautiful. Staying right where you are. Or lifting your arms up towards the sky or up towards your chest. And you're pressing that right foot on the inside of that left calf, and the calf is pushing back. Make sure that right foot isn't on the knee here just to prevent any injury. And enjoy 2 more breaths. Release the arms, release the leg, and give your body a little shake one last time. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs. So you may start by coming to the top of your space and letting the fingertips rise up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway up as we transition. Exhale, plant the hands. You can step that right foot behind you. You can drop that right knee, drop the left knee behind you. Come into all fours. Take a moment to pause here. And then nothing super fancy. You can just send the hips back and swivel the legs in front of you and walk your hands back as you make your way to a flat back on the ground. Feet are underneath the knees, hands by your side. Let the knees windshield wiper side to side, going over to the right and over to the left. Next time the knees lift through center, pause. And then bring your left ankle just beneath the right knee, making a figure 4 with your legs. Yeah. Let that left knee open towards the left. And you can stay right here. You should feel an opening in that outer left hip. If you want to take this a little bit further, you can draw that right knee towards your chest as the right foot lifts off the ground. Both feet are going to be flexing, and you can interlock your fingers behind the right thigh as you loop that left hand through the center. Do your best to relax your shoulders down to the earth. This is an active pose as both feet are flexed and there's just a little tug of war going on with the right leg. Relax the micro muscles of the face and enjoy one more breath here. Release the back of the right thigh as the sole of the right foot meets the earth and unwrap the legs. Let them swish side to side. And then as you lift through center, pause there. Bring the right ankle underneath the left knee, flexing through that right foot. You can stay right here, letting that right knee open towards the right. And again, option to take it a little bit deeper, pulling that left thigh towards the chest and interlocking the fingers behind that left thigh. Receive the breath through a softening belly. Doing your best here to just breathe into this opening. And then release the soles of both feet down to the earth, unwrapping the legs. Open your arms into a T position. Root down through the soles of your feet to lift the hips a little bit, and then tuck the left hip underneath the right and let the knees drop over towards your left. The knees are going to bend at a 90-degree angle here. The thighs are pulling up towards the chest. You can keep the gaze up at the ceiling, or maybe it looks over your right shoulder. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the knees. And then tuck the opposite hip under and go ahead and let the knees fall over towards your right, gazing up at the ceiling, or if it's available and it doesn't hurt your neck, over the left shoulder. Feeling the earth hold you here. Feeling present in this moment. We'll all lift our gaze, lift our knees, and then we'll come into our final resting pose, corpse pose. Let the legs lengthen long on your mat. Your arms can be by your side or open into a little T position, whatever feels best for you. As you come here, do your best to release the surface tension in the body. Let the eyes soften and the jaw unhinges. Allowing the body to breathe. Release the weight down to the ground. I'm going to count down from 5. Let this be a time of transition to fully releasing into this final corpse pose. Giving yourself full permission to be at ease. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen your next exhale. Draw the awareness back into the corners of your body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Let these little movements continue to grow in your body until you eventually bend one knee and then the other. Slowly roll over onto your right side using that bottom arm as a pillow. Now, using that top arm, press your way into a comfortable seat. You can bring the hands to the knees or maybe the hands draw together. Thank you so much for joining us in this Give Green Yoga practice. Thank you so much for your support of the university, and may you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for practicing.